Ghost Guy Daniel here, everyone. I got a strange news segment for you. Check it out. All right. So if you haven't watched these before, as you know, if you haven't watched them, as you know, if you have watched them before, as you know, I do not pre-read any of these articles in advance. So excuse me for any stumbles I might have over words as I am reading. There's a lot of pressure on my shoulders right now. So, um, this one, though, is a link sent to me. I saw the headline. I was like, I have to do this. I'm actually going to be talking about next week, the week of the 17th of May, 2021. I am going to be talking about why I don't believe in aliens. So my beliefs and the beliefs of this young lady right here are about to clash like two rams fighting. It's a good analogy. This is from the Mirror. I believe this is a British paper, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, British woman. Woman claims she's been abducted by aliens 52 times and has bruises to prove it. Paula Smith, 50, says her first extraterrestrial experience happened when she was a little girl. Since then, she claims she has been abducted more than 50 times. Doesn't look too happy. So a British woman claims she was abducted 52 times, got some bruises. We already read that. Since then, she claims, Paul from Bradford, Yorkshire, has shared images of bruises she said were left on her body by aliens following one abduction, the Daily Star reports. She also has drawn a picture of a silver alien to show what they look like. I'm going to come to that in a second. The woman who claims to have been in a UFO said, I have experienced 52 paranormal incidents. So when you hear paranormal, you always think ghosts first. I guess it could be strange. Paranormal. It's outside of the normal, I guess. Just like supernatural. Oh. Is he giving the peace sign? Doesn't it look like it's kind of like the hands coming up doing this? Like, it's like, peace, dude. we're just studying you. Everything's cool. Oh, no, this is the shoulders. I don't know what that is. Yeah, no, that would creep me right out. They even have teeth? Do aliens have teeth? I'm trying to think back to like all the alien movies that I've seen over the years. I can't think of one that ever showed teeth. I digress. Is that a nipple? Silver alien to show what they look like. Let me just say, I'm not making fun here. I'm absolutely fascinated by aliens and stories of abduction, even if I don't believe in it personally for my own reasons, which I'll get into on next week's podcast. Ghost Guy Daniel. I just joke because, I find something funny. It's not to put down her experience at all. Quote, there's no warning and I can't sense anything is going to happen. It just happens. All I can do is carry on as normal, otherwise I'd go crazy. Paula claims that she was on a craft. Aliens showed her technology we didn't have. She said they showed me a slideshow of pristine scenery which had a beautiful river which turned black. The blue sky went blood red, and I soon realized it was a movie of the earth being destroyed through man's greed. Would there be any, scientific, natural way for that to happen? That's if I was a scientist or a scientific thinking person, I would ask that question. Could a river turn black and a sky turn blood red because of climate change? So these are the bruises on her arm. Kind of look like points, maybe fingers, tiny fingers grabbing very hard. That's actually kind of interesting when you think about it, because if you see bruises on a hand, if it was like a human hand, to have the strength to be able to, cause the bruises, you'd have to be an adult human. And the fact that the points are small, And I don't know, they don't show hands in this picture, but he has tiny arms. And if you see aliens in, like, they always have the long, creepy fingers. So, I mean, the bruises would say that, it is something different. Paula, who's worked in the transport section, claims to have returned home with a triangular bruise on her face and fingerprint marks on her arms. So those are the fingerprints. Of her first alien experience, she said, "The first time I saw a craft was 1982. I was in the woods and it was completely silent, kind of like a Tesla. The pathway became narrower and I could hear my heart thumping, so she was scared. I recall looking into the darkness whilst. It's amazing. I actually believe her more now that she used whilst. I appreciate that. Whilst my eyes adjusted, I could see what looked a boomerang shape with an extra arm on it. So a bruise on her arm there. Each arm on the ship had light at the end. I recall 3 of the lights. One was blue, the other green, but I cannot recall the color of the third. I could describe it better as a propeller blade from an airplane. It was about 30 feet tall and 30 feet wide. It was black with a green and blue light on the edges. It was turning clockwise at 1 mile per hour in complete silence. How do you know how fast? And how fast would a turning 1 mile an hour to go? I don't understand. I think that would be slow. Correct me if I'm wrong. I remember trying to run, but it felt like the ground was quicksand, like sinking into the ground, and then everything went black. According to my family, I've been missing for 4 hours. She had blacked out, but I have no recollection of what actually went on. Ever since the experience haven't stopped, I've been taken from my bedroom window and my bed. Paul added, I didn't tell anybody because I knew people would think I am crazy. There are thousands, if not millions, of people like me out there who have had similar experiences. Speaking of, I'm going to... That's the end of the... Actually, I'm going to read some of these... the conversation there. I'm going to post this on the Facebook fan page. I'll put it on the Ghost Walks one just so I can get out to more people. I want to ask if anybody's had an alien abduction experience or have heard of one from somebody they know and trust. So if you're interested, jump over to Facebook, go to Ghost Walks. It's the Ghost Walks on the address, and post on that. I'll probably put it up on what's today, Thursday? Tomorrow, Friday the 14th. Okay, so I'm going to get ready for this. I don't normally go down into the comments, but I have to see what people are saying. Just amazing how people take religion seriously but laugh at aliens. It's a good point. I mean, from a scientific standpoint, I'm going to come at you next week from more of a spiritual standpoint. They cracked interstellar travel, but are still... I actually thought that. I was gonna say it, but I decided. And they also use propeller technology. I think by then they have perfected the superconductor, so you wouldn't need a propeller. I think the propeller, if it got hit by an asteroid. Okay, GJ, you just kind of disproved this article for me. I don't know if I should thank you for that or be angry at you for it, but it's true. I'll just read one more here. On a more serious note, anybody who got 3 or 4 abductions would have started videoing themselves sleeping on a nightly basis to either get evidence or stop the kidnappings altogether. I guess the aliens will sense that and they don't want to kidnap you. 52 abductions later, and now well into a time basic night vision. I guess buying night vision cameras can be purchased for cheap. Tenner, I assume that's a British thing. And this woman still doesn't have the evidence. Case closed. Next. I think you're a little bit aggressive there, but I understand the point. Can I like this? No. Anyway, I'm done. Hope you enjoyed that. As I mentioned, next week on the Ghost Guy Daniel podcast, I will be personally talking about why I don't believe in aliens. I, again, keep an open mind with everything, but I'm going to give my reasoning. So listen to that if you like. Either way, thanks for watching.